Well, hello, guys, and Happy New Year. Sorry, a little bit late getting started. So, hope you enjoy. Let me turn that off. Okay. Hi, Michelle. Hi, everyone. So, have you been enjoying all of the fun projects? I'm sorry, I've got to get my camera set up. I was in a conversation and let's just get everything put away. But I didn't want to leave you guys waiting. So let's get all the notifications turned off so you guys aren't hearing them. There we go. When someone wants to talk business, I never say no. So we are going to work on part two. And I think, am I your last project? And then we go into Zoom. I do have my schedule here. I printed it off today again because I keep losing it. I am, you guys. I am your last project. Hey, RJ. Hi, everybody. So we are going to create the your Hoppin' John and cornbread for dinner. We are going to make the box. Now, I did increase this size, so your little folio is going to fit beautifully in there. And we're going to just get started since I'm running a little on the behind side for you. And my desk is already a disaster area. Okay, guys. Thank you, Cheryl. I'm glad you've been loving all the projects. So as you can see, I've been cutting, I've got matting done, and I have an absolute mess here. Does anybody else have a mess on your desk? Okay, I'm going to go to my banners, and what I want to do is show you the two pieces of cardstock that you need. What sounded naughty? Well, that's what Michelle posted. She said, I'm working on Hoppin' John and cornbread for dinner. Okay. On the bottom of my screen are the two pieces. Two pieces. Can you believe this? I did get this down to where we only need two pieces. I reworked it and redid my project. No, and I'm just, there we go. Once everything settles here. So our first piece is going to be 8.5 by 12. Well, my dad used to always want the black eyed peas, and he would eat them on New Year's Eve. Or maybe New Year's Day now. I don't know, Michelle. Okay, we have 8.5 by 12. And then you want a 9.5 by 12. And that is what we're going to make this cute little purse with. This little purse is also going to be really cute for things like Mother's Day and Easter. And then I have the seam binding. This one I used a copper color from, it was just my Tim Holtz sprays. And, oh yeah, I'm going to use, you can use magnets. So I want you to know, if you use magnets, use big ones and make sure they'll fit here. But I use the Velcro dots. They work great. But this is also a really cute little box that you can use for other things. I did make it wider so that our flowers would fit. Okay, let's start with our scoring. I'm going to remove the wording at the bottom of the screen so that you can see. And I will start with my 8.5 by 12. So 8.5 by 12 and 9.5 by 12 are the two sizes that we need. With the 12-inch across the top. And then one thing I didn't check, sometimes with the artisan cardstock, it's the way it's cut. It's a little bit longer than 12, you'll notice. And for this project, it is important that we do make sure it is at 12. It's just a hair amount, but we want it to be 12. Oh, you're going to finish up at an all-day crap on Saturday? That is a wonderful place to finish your projects for sure. I hope that's not stuck in there, and then I'm going to have a mess. There we go. Back to our 8.5 by 12. With our 8.5 by 12, I need to have my measurements here so I don't mess this up. First of all, I gave you the wrong measurement, but it's not a bad one. Like I said, I redid this, guys. It's 8 1/4, but let me double check on my sample. I don't want to give this to you wrong. It is, so it's 8 1/4. We're going to fix that. Oh, you know what? I did cut mine 8 1/4, but I put up the wrong measurement for you. So go ahead and take 1/4 of an inch off. So it's 8 1/4. I wanted, you'll see, when I first did this, there was 5 pieces, and I just didn't want to do it with 5 pieces for you. I wanted to make it simple. So the other night, I reworked it, and that's why my measurements are a little different. So I want to first score with my 8 1/4 across the top. And we're going to score it at 1 3/4. And 7 3/4. So once again, with our 8 1/4 across the top, we are scoring at 1 3/4. And I'm just going to make sure, yes, that is correct. And 7 3/4. Then I want to turn this so the 12 inches is across the top of my scoreboard. And I want to score at 1 3/4. And I'm going to turn this and score again at 1 3/4. So that I have a perfect 1 3/4. Oh, that will be super cute, Sue. And the nice thing is where it only takes 2 pieces of cardstock. Okay, that was our 8. Remember, 8 1/4. Ignore my 8 1/2. Now our next piece is 9 1/2. Let me double check. Yes. And by 12. So we'll start with the 9 1/2 at the top of our scoreboard. There we go. Let's get all of our scoreboard in there. We're going to score at 1/2. And I want to turn this. And I want to score at 1/2. These are the sides. These are what is going to connect. We're going to use these for connectors, and I want them to be exactly 1/2 inch. So we scored at 1/2. We turned and scored at 1/2. Then I want to turn to the 12 inch across the top, and I'm going to score at 2 1/2, 4 1/4, and 10 1/4. So once again, you're going to score at the 12 inch across the top at 2 1/2, 4 1/4, and 10 1/4. And we are all done with scoring. Put my book away, and we will just now work with the 9 1/2 inch piece. And what I want to do here is burnish all of my score lines. And there goes Charlotte. Well, I have to say, the designers did some really fun projects. I feel they really did great representing our theme this year, and I'm so happy that you guys enjoyed all their projects. Now, I'm not going to burnish these sides yet because we don't need to burnish the whole thing. And this is why I make my patterns now before I get on with you. We only want to keep the 1/2 inch that is in this long area. And I am going to use my cutter for this. So I want to cut across these the two top pieces. And what I do is I set my paper back in at 1/2 inch, but I kind of just move it a hair so that hopefully I'll get on this back side and get rid of my score line, but I only want to go to that score line. Okay, our second score line. Let's hold that down tight, go slow. Nice and neat. I'm going to flip this over and I'll put it at 1/2 inch. Whoops. Now just scoot it over a hair past that 1/2 inch. Okay, let's lower down here so I don't cut into the center. Now I'm going to do it the same thing to the bottom at 1/2 inch, and I'm just going to push it over that 1/2 inch a little bit. You can hand cut this if you're nervous. But I found if you do this and you just go slow, don't be, in a hurry, you'll be just fine. Stop right at that score mark. Now I'm just going to fold this top over. And miter that corner right off. Do the same for this bottom. This is going to be our bottom. Now I want to tell you, don't be in a hurry to get that Christmas paper put away. Things like this, you can make now. You can mat all of this and then lay it flat into maybe your filing cabinet or one of your iris cases. And then Christmas comes along around November, then you go ahead and put these together, because you'll see you can put this together. We mat this all flat. Then you can put it together, set it in your iris case. Christmas is close this year, then you'll just put these together. So don't be in a hurry to put those Christmas papers away. Get these projects made and you're going to be ready to go. All right, now I am going to round the corners. I didn't round the corners on this original one. Oh, let me stop and do a couple of things with you. I am not going to round the corners. This is the one I did. I wanted to have this lace effect, and I did spray it with my Tim Holtz. And so I want to get my punch, and I'm going to go along this top edge. And I set my punch over here. Okay, so this is going to be, we have these two sections. This is going to fold down and be the front of your purse. And I didn't cut this, so I'm going to have to change my matting, which is no problem. And you don't have to do this if you don't want to. Or you can use, oh, I forgot. This is my touchy punch. Oh, I shouldn't have used this one. Because you're going to have to watch me fight with it on camera. I've just had it forever. I shouldn't. I really should just toss it. It's definitely been a good punch over the past years, but it's done. I think it's 15 years old. And something right there just catches. Okay. So it definitely is just going in the trash. Of course, I guess I should have hubby look at it first. So I do apologize for the frustration here. I forgot. And I've tried. I know, Tiffany. I'm sorry. But yes, it is going in the garbage. Oh, woohoo. Well, that one. Okay, let's say it again. It's going in the garbage. Maybe it'll work again. It kind of did, huh? Maybe I scared it. I've tried foil. I have tried foil. Believe me, because it's one of my favorites. But it just, I think it's just worn out. It's been used an awful lot. And I just don't get it. I don't get it. Okay. So now I have my beautiful little border done. And we did work for that. I'll wait and throw it in the garbage. I'll have hubby look at it. Okay. Okay. Now let's go ahead. Or you can just make it simple and round the corners. Now this is actually the back of the purse. Now for the next piece, we are going to go ahead and burnish all of our squirt lines. You know, they were pretty, I really did like Martha's. Oh, I never thought of that, Christine. WD-40 it is. I loved the Martha Stewart punches. I loved her legs. I mean, we're talking a long time ago, like 12, 15. And I really did. I bought up all of them when Michael's was clearance and when she went out of business in the scrapbook division. And I was really sad. Okay, the whole purpose, let me tell you about this little 1/2 inch. I wanted to make it so it was super nice at the top so that when we're putting our box in, we won't beat up the edge. So we are folding that over. And we are going to cut off right here. We don't need this little tab, but I want you to cut it straight. Don't angle. This is our side, so don't angle our side piece, but you want to do an angle right here. I still have a drawer full of her stuff too. Yeah, I will have Rick try the WD-40 for me. But I'm worried, will it make my paper greasy? And I'm going to try the layers of foil. I'll try the layers of foil. Okay. We are going to glue this down. Our purse, because we're double matting, is pretty sturdy. You may remember some of my old videos where I put, you can cut a piece of lightweight chipboard and glue it down. Makes it super, super sturdy, but I didn't do that with this. Double matting makes it so strong with the artisan cardstock. Now what we're going to have is a really nice finished top. And I just want to make sure nothing, I just want it all, there we go, perfectly straight. Remove any, sometimes you get those little, I call them paper hangnails. And we want to just clean those right off. Now for the bottom, these are going to be our tabs. I want you to keep the side straight, so we're going to cut just above your score line and to that first, to our score line there, and we are going to angle these pieces. What are we stuck on here? Okay, let's do the other side. And I got something sticky on my scissors. Goodness. Now I need to kind of fix. See, I didn't quite get over far enough because my scissors were stuck. And we're going to clean that up. All right, we're going to mat. And I will give you those measurements. Now this piece, this is the front of our purse. This is going to fold in. And this is going to come to the bottom and fold up. So what we want to do here on this bottom piece, the top is these two. I want you just to do a slight angled, not much, just a little bit to taper it in. We just want to taper it in so it fits nicely. And this will also give extra strength to the bottom of our purse. I'm going to start though with matting the front of my purse, and I'll show you the pieces from the collections that I chose. So I'm basically using 3 pieces. The drawing room, excuse me, I used the drawing room, the Duke's Great Room because I loved that, and I'm using, I believe, the ladies' dressing room. It's so pretty. So this will be my front and this will be my back. It was all from the same sheet. And I want to give you the measurements of your cardstock. So my parchment paper, now you want to cut 4 pieces of parchment, or like I said, I'm using parchment to double mat. Hi, Sissy Sue. And happy 2025. You might be using a different, I'll just refer to it as parchment. That's my double matting piece. It's 5 7/8 by 8 3/8. So it's 5 7/8 by 8 3/8. Mary Jo, I use Artisan cardstock, my own brand from Country Craft Creations. Now it comes in 100-pound and 85-pound. It's absolutely beautiful. As you saw, there is no cracking. It's black, so during the winter, it kind of could be some drying out, but it's very rare. 100-pound would be wonderful. You can use the 100-pound for this purse. I have this black, white, and ivory in 100-pound, and it is a linen texture. So it's just beautiful, beautiful cardstock, but I'm only using 85 pounds. So this one, again, is 5 7/8 by 8 3/8. And you want 4 pieces. We need them for the outside and the inside. For the outside, the double matting, my pattern cardstock, you want 2. I did not double mat on the inside. I'm just using the parchment on the inside to make it look like the lining of the purse. You want 2 pieces that are 5 5/8, 5 5/8 by 8 1/8. And then I've already glued those down. They are the same size for front and back. And then again, the inside, I didn't double mat. It'll just be your, but you can. If you want, you're going to cut 4 of everything. Otherwise, I did 2 patterns and 4 of my double matting. Okay, let's just put that down. And this is where, as you can see, you can mat it, store them away if you want to do them in your Christmas paper. And then you'll have them all ready so that you can get them put together before you put your Christmas papers away. I lost my other little, I'll have to use my big one. It's just buried under the paper somewhere. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and mat the inside. Like I said, I'm just using the parchment paper. I did not do double matting. Now the parchment paper, the Artisan parchment, it's not linen, of course, but it's a cardstock weight. It's not just the weight of paper. Close that studio door. Okay, let's grab the front piece. Now, if you're using magnets, I should have told you, I wouldn't use magnets on this though. But you certainly can. Those needed to go down first. I do apologize, but the Velcro dots, they go on after. And again, these are the same size. I love this. Can you see the word photograph? Very faint. And this is the Uniquely Creative Vintage Walls. And did you see what came out today? We finally got to post it. We now have the Uniquely Creative album. You know, the little folding album folio in black. And then we have the new baby paper from Uniquely Creative. So it's very feminine, well, it's also masculine because they did, but they didn't like use the blue. They used a coral for the girl, They use like an aqua for the boy, and then there is a green. So if you want to have, where you don't know the sex of the baby yet. So that's pretty exciting. The worst, oh, I know, the days go fast, Terry, but you know what? The tutorials and all the fun is still on the page. So, and I hope everybody got all of their info on, because Jacqueline's getting everything ready to pull the names for the drawings on the challenges. Hey, but it's over, but we're all still here. And don't forget, we do have in May our virtual retreat. So you'll want to grab your box off the website. And then, hi, Fauna. The nice thing about our virtual retreat in May, the National Scrapbook, you're going to get cardstock. You're going to get kits. We're kind of changing things up. So we are changing up to give you more cardstock in your retreat boxes. And I'm so excited about that. Instead of just having your pattern paper, you're going to, in your virtual retreats, you're going to be seeing your some cardstock added. So I'm pretty excited about that. All right, let's go ahead and mat. We're going to just continue. I do have this upside down, and I want to give you the measurements. This little piece I have to redo because I forgot. Okay. For the inside right here, that's not the correct one. Well, it should be. Oh, it is. Okay. My parchment right here is 1.5 by 8 3/8. So 1.5 by 8 3/8. My pattern paper is 1 1/4 by 8 1/8. And you want to cut 2 of each, inside and out. Terry, it's just right on the website under NSD for National Scrapbook Day. Same for the inside, 1.5 by 8 3/8. 1 1/4 is my pattern paper by 8 1/8. Thank you, Tiffany. Tiffany did post the link, and our boxes are going fast. So I know it's only January, but we've been selling it since last year. So you'll want to grab your spot. And I did have this cut and I had it matted, and then I forgot. So let's cut that one again. We'll just put those aside. Let me give you the sizes if you don't do a border strip. So if you don't do a border, this piece is 2 3/8 by 8 3/8. And my pattern paper was 2 1/8 by 8 1/8, but I can't use those. So I need to remeasure just my width. And it looks like I'm going to go with almost 1 3/4. It'll be a hair short. And I'm going to need 2 of those, and they will be 8 3/8 still. And 1 3/4, but I'll make it just a hair short. Make sure that will fit. Okay. Let's see if this will be long enough. Yes, it will. So I'll cut this at 1 5/8. I need 2 of them, and they'll be 8 1/8 long. And it looks like, let me show you. This is really cute, actually. It has a measuring strip, and I'm going to turn this around to 1 5/8 so I can keep most of that. And they are 8 1/8 long. And so I think I will keep that on there. It's brown. It was the strip there, but on the inside, I think it'll look just fine. And I'm going to take 1/8 of an inch off. So these you kind of have to play with, depending on what border punch you used. You'll just want to kind of do dry fits before you glue it down. So I did take 1/8 of an inch off. So for me, that's better, much better fits. And I'm still using Catherine Pooler Macchiato Brown. I just love it. Once again, I haven't re-inked this. That ink is amazing. So what I'll do is I'll have this on the inside with the ruler. And then this will be my outside. Okay, now we can put that together. Hi, Jen. Yes, Happy New Year. We made it, and we're starting over again. Okay, so my purse will come up like so. I'll have that ruler in there, just because I wanted to use this piece of paper, and it was the last piece. I don't want to cut into a new one. So those headers, if they're properly placed on the paper, can be useful. Hi, Linda. Okay. And then my inside is just the parchment paper that we cut. Remember, we cut 4 of those. And I didn't do any double matting for inside. Okay. Now let me grab this piece. We put the miters on this piece that's going to be the fold over, and I want to show you it should fit just fine on the inside, but we're going to just double check that it's not too long, because if it is, you can trim a little bit off it, but yours should be just fine too. I want to go ahead and attach now our two pieces here together so that we can mat, because it's too hard to get our hand down. And then we will mat that with a piece that is, you're going to cut two pieces. Let me just make sure these are it. Well, yep, 1 5/8 by 8 3/8. What I'm going to do after I glue it down, see, then we can cover it. And then you won't have to stick your hand down inside of the purse. I'm going to put the glue on this piece because we mitered the corners, and you should have just mitered them a tiny bit. And your flap should just come up to the score line of the front. And it should just fit there nicely. Oh, Tiffany, that's a good one. Tiffany can give us tips on how to let the dust pile up. Jennifer Palmer does have a Cricut, and let me see, where's that question for Denise? Okay, Denise, if you, it's gonna be older, but Jennifer Palmer from, what is her, Scrapping Under the Influence, you need to go to her YouTube channel, and you may have done her project last night. Go to her YouTube channel, but you're gonna scroll down, or you can Google it. But Jennifer Palmer has some good videos. And there are a lot of others with good videos out there if you just got yourself a new Cricut for Christmas. It fits great. I don't have to worry about anything, but this is the bottom. Once again, let's go ahead and get, I just used a piece of parchment paper, 1 5/8 by 8 3/8, but you can double mat that if you want. And I'm pretty sure I just used, yeah, I didn't make a one that's double matted. I just used the parchment. I did double mat this one. So I think I will go ahead and double mat because it just takes me a second. We'll just cut a strip from these polka dots. I'm going to use these polka dots on the side. So this one I'll cut I'll cut 1 3/8. I'm just going to double mat the bottom. And 8 1/8. This will just keep our parchment paper from getting dirty at the bottom. If you like elegant too, Terry, check out the new baby one. It's called Darling something. It just went on the website today. It definitely would be a great wedding paper because Definitely has the elegance for the groom, but it's called Vintage Walls, and it's just see. And then this is our folio from last night. It'll just, what a beautiful gift that could be, or a fun gift with the Valentine's paper or birthday paper. And I should make one of these with my birthday paper because our birthday paper is so adorable. Oh, that's pretty together. Okay, so we've got basically most of our purse built. And I could have swore I put that down. Did I not put that down? That's our inside piece. You know, our designers are fabulous for the Cricut, but I have to tell you, you know, everybody knows Jennifer Maker, and she's got tons of freebies. So to be honest with you, that's a really good place to go for detail and complete on everything. Alrighty. So what we're going to do now, we want to just go back through and re-burnish all of our edges. We are going to put the pattern paper here on the side on just a second. But I would just now want you to see how this is going to come together. And because we want to mat the inside after, we do have to, we're going to have to poke down in there. But for now, I want to just turn this over, and I want to do these two outside pieces first. And so let me give you the measurements. I did 4, 2 for the inside, 2 for the outside. And our sizes for the outside are 1 5/8 by 5 7/8. So 1 5/8 by 5 7/8. So cut 4. Cut 4 of your pattern paper at 1 3/8 by 5 5/8 long. And it really is best to double mat. Yeah, I'll go to Jennifer Maker's YouTube for sublimation for all kinds of different things. But then when I'm in a pickle, I'll be like, Jennifer, Tanya does really well on the Cricut. And sometimes with the Cricut, you got to watch the updates. Oh my goodness, there'll be new updates, and then all of a sudden nothing will work. Cricut will go, they will update their machine when Microsoft or Mac does their updates, if that helps. And then they wait till they do their updates, and then you'll get a notice they've done an update, and then your machine won't work. Just to prepare you for that. Because I know I'll message Jennifer and say, what happened with the Cricut? And she says there was an update. And so, yes, the updates can really throw you off and get you flustered. But just remember, you got to just update your machine. I screwed it. There we go. All right. Let's go ahead and reburnish our sides real quick. Now, how I did mine was I brought the middle up so it's right there on that side. Actually, this purse comes together really quick. Then we're going to do this other side. Sue, that is really cute. She pipes up and says, boy, the ladies sure like to do a lot of burnishing. Yes, we do, especially in boxes. I cannot stand a box that's not square. You guys that have followed me for years know that. My boxes have to be square and stand up on their own. I don't want my mini album pages standing up on their own, but I want my boxes standing on their own. Like a crisp military uniform, right? Right. Okay. Now we're going to bring those little 1/2 inches into our box. So what I'm going to do here is just grab a clothespin for a moment to help fold that side. Line that up. My hand won't reach in there, so take my ruler, or if you've got some spacers. Happy New Year. Okay. This is actually, don't you think this is pretty easy? Comes together so quick. Okay. Now I can go ahead and put my other sides in. They'll slide right down. Slide that down inside. Now, and I'm so happy I found it. Oh, don't tell me I lost it again. Oh, goodness. You know what I did? I lost it again. I have a dowel with the thing on the end, and I had it out and I lost it again to go inside of my boxes. Is she 5 going on 30, Sue? That's how my granddaughter was too. Now she's 25 going on 40. I swear. She's just an old soul. Oh my gosh. I was so excited I found it. Well, it's gone again. Story of my crafting life. Where did it go? Tiffany. Oh. Well, my my cleaning brush works really well. Yeah, I did. Exactly. Well, Tiffany, you're the one who might, I think you've been skipping out on your Saturday nights, haven't you? Okay. Tiffany does need snacks. Didn't that come together so pretty? And look how fast. Okay, now what we want to do is we're going to poke some holes in the side to create our handle. And for our handle, whether you take your seam binding and you just want to spray it with some of your, if you have some sprays, the Tim Holtz what are they called? Or you're going to do coffee and then just roll it up. And I just leave it to dry overnight on the counter or use your heat gun. But I'm going to pull out 12. Okay, I'm going to take 3 24-inch pieces, or you can use ribbon. So I did color quite a bit of it when I did it this time, because I really loved, it's a still gray color from Tim Holtz. It was from the Halloween sprays. So we want 3 that are 24 inches long, or ribbon. And our sides are 2 inches. Oh. I don't know what the Lindy sprays are. Those ones I don't carry. So a 1/2 inch down from the top. And these are 1 3/4 wide. So it's about 3/4. I'm going to punch a hole. Yeah, I have my, oh yeah, the mica sprays. Okay. I'm sorry, I didn't read that right, Jen. But we have the Tim Holtz mica sprays, yes. Okay. Get my trusty dusty out again. And I'm just going to do it this way. Oh, I'm going to use my big one this time. Okay. And I only want to go 1/2 inch. Well, we still have some of it. Here's the reason we were doing such a huge sell. We've got to bring in some new colors and different things. And we've had some of those they're just that everybody's got those colors. So we needed to make room for the new colors. Okay, well, that's as far in as it's going to go, because this one has feet on it. Let's get it there at the pencil hole. So I'm going to put those 3 together. You can put a brad on there if you like. I'm going to bring those through and tie a knot. Okay, there we go. Why is yours not a link, Jen? Okay. And I do need a pokey tool this time. Or my flower tool, because it's not so pokey. This is a little floppy box here for a minute. Okay. Oh, I don't know. Sometimes it does it if you use, goodness, stand-up box. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pop that inside of there so that there we go. So we get some substance. I'm going to tie a bow on here in just a minute, but right now I want to grab I want 4 of my Velcro dots. These, of course, when you put them down, take a little bit to dry because I use glue with them. And it doesn't matter which one goes where. They said you were down on the floor with Doug. So it doesn't matter where. I'm just going to put one about in the center. I'm going to let these dry for a moment. I'm going to tie my bow and get my flowers out. Look at that. We made this in an hour. Okay, for right now, I'm just going to let that dry. We'll put the other ones on in a second. But I want to just take, I don't know, 2 pieces. Just want it to hang off the side. And it will kind of bring our 3 pieces together. So you can dangle some charms, anything you like off the side. This really is a cute little gift. And when we were putting together the theme for the crop for 2024-25, literally I was every night thinking, what can I do? What can I do? When I thought of this little purse, I'm like, it's time. We need a purse again. We haven't had a purse. I haven't made purses in a while. And I think this year we need to make purses. So I'm just going to put this in a knot and let this one hang. With spring and Easter, you can do so much with gift giving. Graduations, things like that. Super cute. We may even hot glue a flower. So our art glitter glue should be okay. Now, have you guys seen the snaps you can use? I've actually ordered those in, and I'm excited to try them. And they're snaps that we can use in our projects. I can't wait to get those in and try them. Okay, so once again, I'm just going to let that dry. And let's go ahead and work on our flowers. So here I just put some at the bottom with greenery. This is the first one I made, if you remember. And those were the matching flowers from the Prima Home Baker. And these are the Prima Actually, they're magic spells, so they are still in stock. But, I mean, the purple, you could put the purple on there. But I'm going to go with the pink. And that greenery came from the home baker. I'm not going to use greenery on this one. I should have die cut some pretty things like, you know, how Jacqueline did. And then we're just going to add that third one in maybe. I don't know. Let's get into our ephemera here because maybe we just want to. Well, we need to get out that Prima. We need to get out this. This is also, I showed this last night if you did part 1. Because it's, oh, it's so pretty. It's kind of so regal with this. It needs to be steamed. Oh, does it match your room? Well, I have to tell you, I was waiting to see if I made any mistakes because I was going to actually give this one away here. Okay, I'm going to cut. I was going to, oh, the home baker. Well, it's, you know what? It's my, what you call prototype. You'd see the boo-boos. And your stuff's gorgeous. Are you kidding me? I'm going to cut these 2 ends. This lace is online, and it's the Prima. And actually, it was from a Christmas line. It's from, we have it on in line. It's Christmas Market. And I'm going to put the hot glue. We got to have the lace. We'll just do a little at a time with this glue gun. I know I was in the warehouse and I was looking to see what would go with this because Uniquely Creative. I mean, they have some embellishments, but not, they're kind of like my collections. There's not a lot, but they do have these really nice creative cuts. So I thought, there's the word, there's today. Let's see what we have here. We already used some inside. They're not really big and huge, but oh, that's pretty cool. And then we have the lace pieces that we used last night. Used it on the book. Oh, I think I like that better than those flowers. So okay, I think we're getting it. I think we're getting it here. Let's bring that one up a little bit. That's too much. that one out. Bring some of the lighter color. Well, this can be a really tricky little glue gun to use. But I do like it. Because I have less serious burns. I don't know. What do you guys think? 1 or 2? Oh, no, we need both, don't we? Yeah, we do. It looks different on camera than down here. We need 2. And then I didn't show you on the book, and I'm going to get those out. Let's just get him. Let's just get him there. Yeah, 1 looks lonesome. Let me get into my iris case so I can show you this. So these are the Baker that we originally used. Oh, nice and dry. And after I was done, we were on Zoom, I did use some of these because I noticed the blue floral. And I thought, how pretty is that? So, well, this one doesn't have as much, but these from the Home Baker will kind of go into here. So I am going to just add, well, why am I using this? Whoops, I don't use, I'm going to pop a couple of them down here. Let's turn him off. Mostly to bring in some 3D type effects. Oh, and you know, I probably do need this for this one. I want to put one right in the center. So I have to wait for the blue light. That's the only thing with this. Even if it's still warm, you have to wait for the blue light for it to work. And see, it won't burn you. There we go. A little bit down. Or you can use a pearl. Let me bring it up closer for you to see. Oh, and there you guys go. So there is our ladies folio and purse, so that you're always going to be prepared when you're heading out on the estate. So last night, like I said, I did add some of the little crystals. In our box we go. And you are all now proper and ready to hit the dance floor at the ball. So thank you everybody for watching, and I hope that you've really enjoyed all of our projects. I know our designers they knocked it out of the park. I just think they did such a brilliant job with everything. And no, that's too much. And it has been an amazing bringing in the new year with each and every one of you. We have Zoom scheduled for 8 o'clock. Yes, we will all be on Zoom. So I really thought I would take up the 2 hours. I did not. And so, oh, hi, Cindy. I cannot wait to see you all on Zoom so that we can, we ended the year last night together, and now we can start the year together also. I'll see you guys at 8 o'clock in our Zoom over on not Scrapbookers, but in our New Year's Eve group. So if you still haven't joined and you're out there in YouTube wondering what on earth is going on, you can still join our Facebook group. And it is the Country Craft Creations New Year's Eve Crop. Thanks everyone for joining, and we will also be announcing prizes. See you soon. Bye-bye.